Big Boss Jock. My 750. Our Allah, our one and only God, our Father in heaven, right here inside, helping me line by line. I got a beat, excuse me, I was stoned. He's helping me. Our Allah, He helps me do it line by line, and it's quite a style. I want to and be disrespectful though. No. Back to analyzing. What are we analyzing? Ashley, I'll let y'all know what we're analyzing. It's part 9 of Ashley Judd's fiery según ellos speech. NBC News. Remember, at the My 750, we are trilingual. Plus castellano que français, pourquoi je faute la práctica. Necesito practicar plus. Mais je n'ai pas rien. Nobody. Comme ça. Yo tengo nadie para practicar avec moi. Continuing on. Uploaded by NBC News. We're at 2 minutes, 9 seconds into the clip. Let's see what we're gonna see. As we look at it, we remember we have the African American woman who is a co-giver for only her group. And anyone who isn't in her group feels offended by her because of her actions. Before, we remember that she was chewing gum rudely. I mean, I'm just saying this is what the subconscious perceives for someone who isn't in that group. Meaning, I'm not going to define pourquoi because if I said Caucasians, Yankee Caucasians, it's not true. Because in Barry's group there are Caucasians, many are queers, and that's why they're there. Continuing on, and don't get offended, none. Homosexuals, bisexuals, trisexuals. Redemption awaits us all. Anyone can be a listener here at the Mighty 750. I'm all inclusive. No one gets excluded. The way I see it, in our Allah's eyes, all His children are loved. Here on this planet, in one way, we are all brothers and sisters. It's our planet. And we need to live in unity. Continuing on with the clip, let's see where we go and what we perceive. And I invite everyone of every group to become analyzers. If they choose to give it a try, let's see where we're going to go. Oh, not enough volume. Hang on. All right, 210 and rolling.
Own genes, but...
Okay, for the first time, I'm going to have to run it back. We're going to get a Yankee African American head on the left-hand side next to the guitar. The neck of the guitar. So the neck of the guitar is a symbol, more than likely. It signifies something. Let's go back and listen to the words. Going back to 206, going to roll it another time.
Like your wet dreams, infused with your own genes, but...
Okay, infused with your own genes. She's between two African Americans at 211 with a guitar sticking up. So let's see where she goes.
Yeah, I'm a nast.
And now she goes away from that. So she said something there that I'm not catching, but it was a message. So we'll go back and roll it again. And this is what we do when we analyze, because we know that the neck of the guitar, and she was marked by an African American on each side, meant, oh, I see. She has a relative that's a singer, doesn't she? Yeah, so that's a symbol, and we know, oh, I see. So to tie her with her sister. And we know what that scene is. That's that twang twang thing. I twang twang. And I do soul also. Oh. And sometimes I do Thorogood. I don't do it, but I know how. And that's that Remo. It's more the Delaware Destroyers. And I know how to use that music. Oh, yes, I do. Well, let's roll it back and see what we perceive. I need to listen to the words closely, and I'm going to run it back a little further to 201 if I can, and let's see if we can pick up a message with the guitar and her sister and marked by the African Americans at the right time. So 158, and let's see what we see. Oh, so she's going to be next to the guitar at 158 also. So that's what they're doing. And every time, because her relative's a known musician, so it seems odd because we only see the top of the African American's head at the bottom of the screen. And she fits perfectly between the African Americans to her right and to her left, and there's no one else. And there's a white backdrop with a sharp diagonal line that goes through the screen on the left-hand side. And as we mentioned before, here on the Mighty 750, explaining how to analyze, that represents the divide. So, seeing that she gets the white behind her, she's highlighted and part of that white. Because the dark group is on the top half of that divide. And when the guitar is shown and she's perfectly between the African Americans, one on each side, the dark area of the divide is reduced. Meaning they need to fight, and white is trying to crowd them out. Yeah. And that's why the guitar doesn't reach into the dark area, but it goes up close, and it reminds them they need to push that line, that divide down, and begin the fight. The guitar is to represent her family member and tie her to that scene, which is that, oh, it is from over there, and it's a rural area, that twang twang thing. Continuing on. But I won't twang twang none. Nuh-uh. I could do country later, but I won't. I want to stay with Thorogood. Let's go. Ow. Fire. That's the end of it. I'm still working. 158. Let's let it roll. Ow.
I am not as nasty as your own dog.
And remember, when she says this, her mouth's wide open. Then when it shuts, that's a 202. We saw that red dot, and I just want to mention that again. That tags her to not only Donald's group, but with the guitar too. That makes her one of the one-hand saluters. So the African American community, as they're watching her, sees her as an extremist, and all other idols such as her. And the way NBC is presenting it is as if she's with all the groups. I mean, she's the idol. And maybe we're seeing this against, she's against Trump, so she's with Barry's group. I see. And she'll be, she soon, if they can have their plan, would be considered a traitor among the group and get out of our group. I see, yeah, okay, I see what's going on. And they'll do that real soon when the sides, they just happen to be drawn because the riots began and now it's, that planned all by design fight. They'll call it a civil war. Right now, Barry's group's plans on taking California. Saw it in the code yesterday. So, then that's why the Soy Toros went to California and it was advertised. See, they're going to put the headquarters. All right, here we go. This is Gear Jammer. That makes me want to go fast. So we'll go slow and analyze at medium speed, 202 and rolling. Let's see if I can pay attention what the words are. I don't think it's so important the words. I'm figuring out the guitar and how it works and what the divide, and that's where the code is. So let's go.
Water being your favorite sex symbol. Like your wet...
When she says sex symbol, there was a flash from the camera. It wasn't a real flash. That's to light her up, see? Sex symbol. We all got told so. All right, let's go.
Dreams infused with your own genes, but yeah.
And that's what it is. It's not so much the words. It's how it works with the guitar and the code. So we'll keep going.
I'm a nag.
Okay. Behind now at 214, we have Yankee Imperial Blue, and we know about that Yankee Imperial Blue. And it looks like she's queer too. So, and the African American, she's looking at us, and she leans towards the Yankee Imperial Blue as she's staring at only her group. Her eyes are darkened over, shadowed from the bill that's under the beanie, and this is all computer generated. Something to point out, is that the pink beanies, they're not really real. The fuchsias, I was noticing earlier on the crowd, all the people near the camera didn't have pink beanies. There was no barrier. The ones at the front of that group were the ones that chose to wear they're getting colored in. Yeah, and it's so that the people can see the pink beanies. They're being used as markers and to identify the group with the movement. Yeah, some wore pink, not as many as they colored in. Computer generated. Carrying on. 214 and rolling.
Nasty woman.
Okay. And if we look at 216, look at the expression on the African American male's face on the right hand side under the symbol. At 216, disdain.
Allow.
And she's shaking. And the lesbian, we'll call her queer, and that's going to be the name. You all just are going to have to deal with the name. You got the fame, you're queers, and there you are. I mean, it's right there in all those letters. I don't have to do 5, and then what's going to be next? 6? I mean, how many letters are we going to add to that sequence? Queers, the queer with the Yankee Imperial Blue. She turned right at the right time on cue. That's what it'd be if it was at the time. Right on. Well, Poso sta seco, yo say. She's looking at the right-hand side, right at the one. And that's that African-American male. He gave us a look of disdain. And they're looking each other in the face. And she's shaking her head and kind of smirking as, see, let her talk away. Soon arrives our day. Don't worry none. Be patient. All right, 217 and rolling.
Vulgar.
Yeah, and so now that we don't see him at 219, we know in our subconscious that she's communicating with an African American male. And she's wearing Yankee Imperial Blue. That's one group. And her body motion and the expressions on her face are giving us messages. It's code. Meaning we perceive. And so is she happy, sad? Is she green, not agreeing? Is she fearful, not fearful? Disdain? What are we seeing? Well, what I'm seeing is she's still smirking and she's communicating. So it means they're a group and they're not paying attention to the idola. All right, let's go. Big Boss Chuck. signing off momentarily. My 750.